What's going on, guys? It's Tuesday morning. Yeah, Tuesday morning. And just got up a little while ago. It's about 10 o'clock. I woke up like 8:30. Slept so well. I don't know what it was, but I was able to sleep like 9 hours, which is incredible. I haven't slept that long in like forever. It feels like I've been up at 5 or 6 every day for the last few months. Right now I'm just cooking up some breakfast. Got some peppers and bean sprouts in there. I'm gonna throw some eggs in there. But I'm making spaghetti squash. I'm baking up like a spaghetti squash just to have for a few days or however long it lasts me. But I wanted to show you guys the process and like how I do it, because a lot of people ask me that. So what I'll do is actually gonna burn. What I do is I cut the spaghetti squash in half when it's raw. It's a little difficult. You really got to get a knife in there. Be careful with it and try to do your best to cut it in half. So as you can see, I did that here. And I scraped it out. There's all seeds and stuff inside. And then in here, first preheat your oven to 350. First step. In here I got water. I don't know if you guys can see that. Some pepper, salt, and what I do is just take these guys, drop them in there, face down. And cover it up with some foil. Just like that. Just kind of let it like steam in the oven. And I'm just going to throw it in the oven now for about 45 minutes to an hour. And then I'm just going to take it out, leave the foil on it, and let it cool, because I'm not going to be eating it till later or tomorrow or whenever. But after that, I'll show you guys what I do, but there's probably going to be a lot of vlogging in between, so hopefully you guys watch this entire episode so you can see the product of that spaghetti squash. Breakfast is all cooked up. It took a while. I let it cook for a long time just to kind of get it a little dried out. I like my eggs usually a little bit dry. Sprayed it with some butter spray. If you guys have been following the channel, I know I've been saying that a lot, that phrase a lot, but I bought this, I want to say I bought it back in October, maybe November or something like that, and I've maybe used half of it. I don't know why, I just never really use it. I just do the 5 sprays. It says 5 sprays is 1 gram. I'm sure if you use a bunch of it, it adds up for fat. But first ingredient's water, so it's not like the first ingredient's butter. And got me 2 rice cakes here, apple cinnamon rice cakes. One with 12 grams of almond butter, one with 12 grams of peanut butter. I'll tell you guys the macros for this. It's actually not that bad. 13 fat, 61 carbs, 47 protein. I'm pretty sure that my goal for the day is going to be about 300, but we'll see what Tyler says. My weight was up, what was it, like 175, 174 or something. So it was up a little bit, but that's fine. I think it's just water retention and just my muscles filling up and storing more glycogen. So we'll see what Tyler says. I'll send them over my picture. I sent him over my pictures. He usually gets back to me about noon. And for now, this is my first official day of summer. As much of a summer as I get. I'm taking summer classes, but yeah, it should be a good day. Just got to do a half hour of cardio and train some calves, so that'll be some pretty crazy training. And yeah, gonna enjoy this meal. Feeling good today. Feels so good to have food in me, guys. My mood has been I noticed it more yesterday. Just my mood is finally coming back, and my energy, and just feeling good. I can't wait to, not that I'm not excited to compete again in a few more weeks, but I'm looking forward to consistently eating more food and just having more energy throughout the day. It's gonna feel so good. Alright guys, so it's been 50 minutes in the oven. What I'm gonna do is just take it out and see how like soft the outside is here. You really don't want to be able to like poke right through it. As you can see, it's pretty hard. When I hit it, it actually might need another about 10 minutes, so I'll probably do that. But if you let it get a little bit too soft, it won't really break apart like spaghetti. It'll be more when you kind of scrape it out like you would to get the spaghetti out of it, it comes out more mushy and not really firm the way that, I mean, it depends on how you like it, but I usually like it a little a little more on the undercooked side, but I think at this point it's still a little bit too raw, so I'm gonna throw it in for another 10 minutes and then take it out. Alright guys, so it's been another 10 minutes and it looks just about done to me. The way I usually tell is if you can kind of poke it, just a little bit of pressure you should need to kind of get through it. And so that's how I usually kind of gauge on how cooked it is, and that seems pretty good to me. Obviously the cooking time's going to vary. It took me an hour for this one, but based on like how thick the amount of squash is around between the skin and the center, it's going to vary the time. I'm sure that the size doesn't really affect it, more just the thickness. So I'm just going to let this cool now, probably give it about an hour or so before I start picking it apart, and I'll show you guys how I do that. Alright guys, so as you can see right here, I'm just taking a fork and kind of shredding it. I'm just doing a voiceover over this clip because my roommates were actually in the background talking about inappropriate things that don't belong on the Bodybuilding Bros fitness channel, so figured I'd kind of get rid of those. And right here I just show you guys how good it came out. If you overcook it too much, it doesn't come out like that, and it comes out just mushy like I said before, so make sure you don't cook it too much. That shit came out perfect.
You want me to oil you up? Oil up these beefcakes? You want me?
Alright guys, so you know I had to include some training clips from my intense calf session today. Not too much to say here except for the fact that I just treated it like a deload. I usually do these two exercises. This one first, I start with a bent leg seated calf raise where I'll do 3 sets of about 10 to 12. I really don't progress too quickly in weight on this when it comes to normal training sessions. Obviously this was a deload, so what I did was I took 60% of the weight that I typically work with and just dropped it down to 60% and just did 3 sets of 12. So really trying to exaggerate the range of motion and getting a good stretch at the bottom and contraction at the top. I mean, I typically try to do that with my normal calf training too. I really don't work with that heavy weight and just kind of bounce it up and down like you see most people at the gym doing. So this is just how I prefer to train calves. After this I moved on to a standing calf raise. As you can see here, it's one of those weird hoist machines, so like your whole body moves with it, but I really started to like it since I started using it at school. It's the only standing calf machine that they have there. So I use that and do 5 sets of 5 reps. So I just took 60% again and did 5 sets of 5 reps, and that's pretty much it, really exaggerating the range of motion. Felt really good today in the gym. This meal is so good. Spaghetti squash, eating all that I made this morning with some meat sauce, and took some of the meat sauce and put it on a flatbread like a meatball pizza with some Parmesan cheese, cream soda. You know, just rewarding myself after that intense cardio calf training session. Training calves that hard doesn't come easy. Gotta fuel yourself back up after. Being so used to eating high volume foods on a lot more carbs than I'm used to is really making me just so full all the time. Like I've been saying, like at night, I've been so full. Right now after eating that meal, I'm so full, it's crazy. My stomach is just so distended and everything. I mean, it feels good to actually be full after, especially being down at 125 carbs. That was only for a few days. But I've just been like perpetually hungry, so it feels good to kind of be full even though it's a little bit uncomfortable. Right now I'm just headed to drop off this book. Myron, that pink package. Just gonna return it. It's a book I rented from some website, so they sent me that to return it. Gotta return some other things. Gonna head to Marshall's and just look for some clothes to wear over me while I'm like, after I get the spray tan and everything. So just not much to do today. It's nice being done with school and just being able to relax, feel really good mentally today, which is awesome, and energy is incredible. It's the best it's been ever in months. So that was one thing I was really looking forward to after being done with contest prep, was actually realizing how much of a mental toll it takes on you every day, and then being able to like kind of allow your mind to relax. And that's what I feel right now, and I'm hoping that I continue to feel that way the rest of this week. Fuck. That strawberry shake. You guys admiring my beard? I really can't wait to get my hair cut and get my beard trimmed. Frank and I got appointments for Thursday. Gonna be looking fresh. Damn, just ordered my first book for grad school. Exercise Phase. Can't freaking wait. Can't wait to start this program. Taking classes that I actually care about, unlike immunology. Just about to finish off my food for the day. Today I hit 55 fat, 275 carbs, 225 protein. So this is how I'm finishing the day. Cottage cheese and Greek yogurt in there with some whey. Ice cream, 100 grams about, I think it was like 96. 3 rice cakes, celery, and some tea. And I know I've been complaining about being so full, and you guys are probably like, why are you eating celery? I think it's just because I'm so like used to, like I can't not do a high volume right now, just because that feeling of being full, as much as it sucks, it's like it feels good, and it's kind of like mentally, I don't know how to explain it, but it just like, after being depleted, and not depleted but just deprived of being full for so long, feels good to still keep some high volume foods in, even though my carbs are much higher than they've been. So that's what I'm doing. Gonna eat me some celery, and just gonna probably still trying to figure out the program I want to work with in the off season. I know you guys have been asking me in the comments and stuff, but I'm just kind of looking at base programs and then looking at different accessory lifts that I want to work on. Definitely some. Right now I'm reading an article, squats versus hip thrusts, which is better for like glutes. Someone posted on Facebook, actually. I don't know who posted. Oh, Alberto posted it. Alberto Nunez posted it on Facebook. So figured I'd read through that and just kind of try and figure out what accessories I want to throw in with whatever base program I choose. Fuck.